Hi there. In the last video, we saw how unconscious learning happens in young children and how these unknowingly learned lessons affect their lives, shaping their personality, behavior, values, and beliefs. Today, we will take a look at the impact of parents on this unconscious learning of children. When we think about where children learn important lessons about life, the first place that comes to mind is home. Parents and the home environment play a huge role in shaping who kids become when they grow up. While brain development continues throughout life, the first 7 years are particularly important. About 80 to 85% of brain development occurs during this period. Alongside physical growth, this period is also crucial for emotional and social development, laying a strong foundation for their learning, behavior, and overall well being. Parents are often the first role model in a child's life. They are the first people a child builds his relationship with. He loves them and trusts them, and because of this attachment, the child is naturally drawn to imitate his parents. As we know from earlier video, observation and imitation are the two primary ways children learn from their environment. Parents influence their children in a number of ways. On the very top of the list are your everyday actions. How do you live your everyday life? Do you plan your day? What are your habits? How do you normally interact with people? Are you polite, respectful, and warm? Kids watch everything their parents do and take it in as a normal way of life. When they see their parents living an organized life and having healthy habits, children learn to be disciplined. They naturally follow their parents' footsteps and develop good habits. If they see their mom helping a neighbor or their dad being polite to servants, they learn to be kind and thoughtful. When parents show respect to the elders in the family or engage warmly with relatives, it helps children build their own social skills and they learn to value relationships. These simple everyday actions teach powerful lessons about how to trust others and how to be responsible. After this comes how you communicate with others. Are you an attentive listener? Do you wait for your turn to speak or just hurry to say what you have to? Do you care what you say and how you say it? Do you often complain or criticize? How parents talk to each other and their children shapes how kids learn to communicate. If parents express their feelings openly and listen to each other, they value each other's opinion, children learn the importance of healthy communication. They pick up on the words, tones, and body languages of their parents, whether they are reacting or responding. All of this helps them build their own relationships later on, regardless of whether they are personal or professional relationship. The third one is handling emotions. How do you behave when you feel strong emotions like anger, dejection, or frustration? Do you get stressed easily? Emotions are a big part of life. Every decision that we take is mostly driven by how we are feeling at the moment. And young kids are highly tuned to the emotional state of their parents. They can just sense it. When parents show how to manage stress, sadness, or anger in positive ways, children learn how to handle their own feelings. For instance, say something goes wrong and a parent tries to deal with the problem or situation patiently instead of yelling, blaming, or finding faults. The child who is watching all this would learn how to handle difficult situations without losing his cool. Children learn that feelings like anger, disappointment, and frustration can be managed and expressed in a positive way. We can show our disapproval without yelling or screaming in a constructive way to find solutions instead of simply going on and on about the problem and what could have been done differently. Fourth is problem solving skills. What are your problem solving skills? How do you behave during difficult situations like financial setbacks, new challenges in your career or in business or any health issue? What words do you use while talking about it? Do you sound hopeful? Do you show faith in your ability to overcome the issue? Children notice how their parents approach challenges or a situation that disrupts the normal course of everyday life. If parents encounter a setback and they look for solutions instead of panicking or giving up, showing courage, they face failures with dignity and try to learn from their mistakes. Their children automatically learn to be resilient and courageous. When they face problems in their future life, they don't behave as if the world has come to an end. They know they can overcome it and it will soon be a thing of the past. Children realize that challenges and problems are a part of life, but facing them with courage and patience are the keys to success. Values and beliefs. Now, this part is the trickiest because many of the times we ourselves don't know what our true values are. We might believe that we value open communication, but we may get offended when others share their negative opinion about us. Parents often pass down their values and beliefs through everyday conversation, whether it is discussing the importance of honesty and hard work or showing compassion and gratitude. Their decisions and actions show what is important to them. These lessons become part of the child's belief system. When parents live by the positive and empowering values and practice what they preach, children are more likely to adopt them too. And these values remain with the children all of their lives. Other than parents, the overall environment at home also affects children either way. But we can safely assume that parents who practice positive behavior and have positive attitude naturally create a positive space at home. To be a positive influence in our children's lives, we don't need to be the best or perfect. What we need is to be aware of our actions and behaviors as parents. We need to take a hard look at ourselves, do some self-analysis, and ask some very simple questions like how my behavior is affecting my child or what my child is learning from me, and try to answer this with complete honesty. Learning and improving is not just for children, it applies to every one of us, and for parents, it is a lifelong process. And if you are still watching this video, I really appreciate your spirit of learning. And I'm quite sure that your children are in really good hands. Parental influence creates a ripple effect. The influence of parents doesn't just affect children in the moment, it has a lasting impact. It influences their behavior, their parenting styles, their relationship, and how they interact with the world. For example, a child who grew up in a loving and nurturing home with supportive parents is more likely to create a loving and nurturing home for his own children. On the other hand, if a child experiences negativity or conflict, he may struggle with relationships later in life. I'm sure it is clear by now that parents have the incredible power to shape the future of their children. Remember, every moment counts and no gesture goes unnoticed. I hope this information was useful for you. Like and share this video, and do remember to subscribe to the channel so that more and more people can benefit from this information. In the next video, we will talk about the different parenting styles or family cultures and their effects on children. Until next time, stay tuned and thanks for watching.